It's coffee break. Welcome back to the podcast where, I don't know, I have nothing clever to say this time around.
I've finally updated Premiere for the first time in 10 years. I've been using Premiere 2015.
Yeah.
And I finally, it was chugging a lot. It was going real slow, and I was like, it's time to finally enter the world of the modern day editing software.
Well, Critter, you have a problem with updating things. You're scared of updating.
Yes.
When I got the new GIMP, that's what we used to make these thumbnails instead of Photoshop. Mm-hmm. GIMP is free. So if you're trying to learn, I totally recommend GIMP. It's the same. It's just...
There's a billion tutorials. It's very user-friendly.
It is. It's just... The new version was very different.
Mm-hmm.
What version of that are you using?
I don't even know. I think it's 2013. I think it's older.
Yeah.
It's one time I tried updating the PlayStation, and then the PlayStation stopped working.
Was that my PlayStation?
Yes.
You bricked my PlayStation?
You don't remember that? That's how that happened? It was just an update, and I was like, "Oh, there's an update," and you're like, "Yeah, hit the update," and I hit the update, and then it never worked again after that.
Wow.
So I have a reason for being nervous about updates and stuff.
Yeah, that cost me $1,000.
So you were going to get the new one anyway.
I got scammed. I spent $1,000 for a PS5 and 2 controllers, but I had to. Trust me, I had to. Resident Evil 8 Village was on its way, and I couldn't resist.
I'm going to say Resident Village alone, worth it. Worth the $1,000.
Except for I made it halfway through that game and it glitched on me and I couldn't get out of it.
Okay, so admittedly we did that. You found you were in the middle of fighting the fish man.
Yes.
What was his name?
Fish Boy.
I can remember all the others, but I can't remember him. Anyway, you found this thing. He hit you and you got kind of stuck and shimmied up over a wall that you weren't supposed to get past.
Yep.
And so you're able to go past him, avoid his entire boss fight and get the bit of your daughter that you need.
Yep.
And then you were able to move forward. I knew something was wrong when you went in to fight the wolf pack to get through them.
Yeah, the lichens, the colors were off. I couldn't see. It got really dark.
Yeah, I was like, the
things
game
weren't
wasn't
rendering.
loading the lighting source. So yeah. And yes, we got really far and we had to start over.
Nice. Okay, we got a few ways to kick this episode off. First of all, Anaconda.
Yeah. What did you think of the trailer?
What? Have you seen Anaconda?
I have not.
Okay, Anaconda was a late 90s horror movie, B-budget, nothing really good going on. I remember Owen Wilson's in the first one. He's a very young Owen Wilson.
It's like Jaws, but with a snake.
Yeah, and I think snakes are scarier than sharks.
Yes.
I have a bigger fear of snakes than I do of sharks.
I mean, as people who live in a landlocked state, I'm more likely to find a snake than a shark.
And I was like, well, Rambo, you live in a desert. And it's like, well, I used to live next to the beach.
Yeah.
It's called a downgrade. But even when I was out in the ocean, I never really worried too much about sharks. I mean, there is a fear of it, but snakes are everywhere, especially rattlesnakes, right?
Mm-hmm. Who are evolving to lose their rattle, so they don't alert us anymore.
Yep.
Which is insane.
Hey, maybe that's nature saying you deserve this.
Anyway, movie. What did you think? What did you think of it?
So it's an interesting premise. It's about Paul Rudd and Jack Black. I could already tell you I'm half on with this casting and half off.
I'm gonna say everyone else seemed good. I don't like Jack Black much to begin with, especially in recent years. I think he phones it in a lot. This one, no different, but everyone else seemed pretty spot on. Also, wasn't that lady in Wednesday? Wasn't she Dr. Fairburn?
Yes.
Good for her. I wanted her to get more roles. She was good.
And the other guy is a comedian.
Mm-hmm. He was in Righteous Gemstones. He was in the first season of White Lotus.
I always remember him as Greg and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Roderick.
Oh, yeah. He was the dad.
He's their dad.
Weird.
We will see him again later on with an older movie he filmed called Coyote vs. Acme.
Oh, he's in that one too?
Yeah, he's Coyote's lawyer.
I thought John Cena was his lawyer.
No.
Is John Cena Acme's lawyer?
I don't know. I just know John Cena's in it.
Okay.
But yeah.
I can't wait to watch it, honestly.
It's hard to know anything about a movie that just basically almost doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
The premise, to go reshoot the movie, and they only got like $9,000.
Yeah.
And then, they end up going deeper into the jungle to find a snake.
and they found like a giant snake. The bigness of the snake was actually like exciting. Because usually, like, oh, it's an animal, but really big. Like that lion one that just came out a couple years ago.
Beast?
Yeah, with Idris Elba.
Yeah.
I'm like, meh. But this one was like, whoa, that's a big snake.
That's the point of the story. It looks fun. It's just Christmas?
It seems like they expect this one to flop. And so they're not even going to try. I think it will live mostly through its streaming.
Probably.
No one's going to go in theaters for this.
I think it's a bad time. I would hold it off until late winter, early spring.
Yeah.
That seems to be a great time to drop anything because nothing's happening.
Or even just New Year's, you know?
True.
Like,
yeah, wait a week.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to get into a little bit of murky water here, but this is the only time I'm going to let us get there, okay? Jimmy Kimmel just got pulled from ABC today.
Yeah, it's such a shame.
The reason why he got pulled was because allegedly he was talking about Charlie Kirk, the recently assassinated podcaster.
Yeah.
A lot of bad things come out of this, right? But Jimmy Kimmel himself never said anything wrong. He never said anything hateful, and he didn't go for a low-hanging fruit of a joke.
Yeah, he talked about Trump's reaction.
Yep. And it's only interesting to me, and I wanted to put this in here because remember Stephen Colbert? Mm-hmm. And then Trump gloated about how he was like, Stephen was the first one. I'm going to go after the others.
Yeah.
And it seems he just picked off another one. And we're all supposed to be okay with this? Because Jimmy was just doing his job telling you the news.
Yeah. We could platform people like Charlie Kirk, who says divisive things and hate speech, but, we have to deplatform people like Jimmy Kimmel, who just comments funnily on the news, who just comments about the guy. I feel like I hate censoring. Censoring is stupid.
Yes, it's something to be alert to for us as creators. Because typically, creators are of liberal or democratic mindsets. Mm-hmm. Very rarely will you have a Republican in there. And now it just feels like the government's just attacking anyone who says anything other than the narrative they want.
Exactly. I'm most disappointed in ABC. Like, I expect the presidency to throw a little fit because that's all they ever do.
Yeah.
But I'm disappointed ABC caved and put him on indefinite hiatus.
Well, who's ABC's parent?
Yeah, but don't you have morals? Isn't something more important than your money?
Because Pleakley can't... Their parent's Disney, if you didn't know. Pleakley can't be a cross-dresser.
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about here? It seems they're all around us and we're surrounded.
They were more than excited to tack rainbows artificially onto things to be like, look, we support you, when they thought they would make money off of it.
Yep.
And now they're also more than eager to rip those rainbows away.
At the end of the day, it's a business, and they're trying to stick with the turns and the tides of these fads.
We
Right?
won't forget. I'll never forget Disney.
South Park, on the other hand, the creators Matt Stone and Trey Parker have issued an apology. We will not get a new episode this week. We have to tune in next week. They said it's all their fault. They said sometimes when you procrastinate long enough, you don't get it done on time.
They do
and
that.
I was like, yep, well, we're bound to find out. The other interesting one about South Park is they had an episode where they don't really reference Charlie Kirk.
They mention his name, and we see a silhouette of him.
Yeah.
But the thing they're master debating.
Yeah.
And it's parodying what Charlie used to do.
Yes, and that was supposed to be in the runs for like reshowings, but because of in light of what has happened, they have taken that down.
I do understand their decision in that regard. A little too early.
Yeah, exactly. But that was kind of the theme of this season. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if what has happened with Jimmy Kimmel and Kirk has anything to do with South Park delaying it, or they just simply they had too much information, they couldn't just put it into one week's episode.
A lot happened, so they're kind of like swamped with things to reference.
Yeah. It would be hard to know anyone who hasn't seen or heard about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
It was something I didn't want to add in last week because it was just way too hot, and I was like, what is going on here? Mm-hmm. Other than that, all I can say is Friday, Superman,
Yes.
HBO Max. Go enjoy.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch it again.
Is a hero.
Yes.
And he is a damn fine hero.
And he's a punk rocker. Because kindness is punk rock. So good. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Mr. Terrific's scene again. Oh my god. I can't wait to see... I don't want to say
Is
anymore.
that really your favorite scene of Mr. Terrific?
What, his little action sequence?
Yeah.
No. My favorite scene is, I don't need your help, I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific.
That's my favorite scene too, when he just pushes the IT kid away. If you haven't seen it, I give it a glowing review. If you have seen it, let's just go rewatch it again. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Superman, yesterday's Superman, Henry Cavill, got injured while training for Highlander. And that's all we know.
I mean, I keep forgetting Highlander is going to be a thing, and that he's going to be in it. It's, now he has time to paint his Warhammer 40k figurines.
Right? I was just like, I guess the takeaway here is that he is going to be in Highlander. They've been talking about this for over a decade, I feel like.
I can't wait.
What, Man of Steel came out in 2013.
I know, that's about as long as I've been using the one software to edit.
That's also, sadly, like the last time a mainstream entry number to Silent Hill had been released.
Wow. Oh
yeah.
On the topic of Henry, he gets cast to do like big action boy things a lot. He wants to be a goofy nerd. Cast him as a goofy nerd. He loves that stuff.
Yeah.
Lean into it.
Well, we also got those Witcher season 3, season 4 things.
Oh god, I so forgot about that.
And so this isn't in my notes. I don't care about The Witcher.
We watched season 1.
Yep.
We tried to jump into season 2, and it was already such a departure from what we liked.
Yeah.
And then we didn't even... I heard only bad things about season 3.
Exactly, so we just walked away earlier on. But now you got Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Liam. I was pointing out Liam Hemsworth, Scott Eastwood...
Wyatt
Russell, and Robbie Amell.
A lot of the seconds, the ones who have family who are more popular than what they are currently getting.
And all these guys are awesome. They're really fun actors. It's just so sad that the way the industry's set up, they're just going to be following in somebody else's shadow. Unless they get a crazy blow-up moment. But I don't think The Witcher's your blow-up.
It's such a shame because fan space was so negative about it to begin with. Henry Cavill left because it was going against what Witcher was about. And he didn't like how inaccurate it was.
He got very upset with the writing staff.
So Liam is just walking into a burning pit, and I don't know why he agreed. I don't know why they agreed to make a 4th season. No one was asking for it.
He's got to make money somehow, right?
When did season 3 come out? It was a while ago.
A long time ago.
Ooh. I can't wait for that to bomb, and they'll be like, I just don't know what went wrong.
Yep. And then a great American actor has tragically passed away. Even though he was 89. It's too soon for most of us. Robert Redford.
I've learned slowly through osmosis of people like... It keeps being this thing where people will post like pictures or videos of him, of his films and stuff, and everyone is responding to it with, I thought this was a different person this whole time.
What?
Yeah, he's just one of those actors that like always changes.
Well, he started out when he was a kid. He was a young kid in Hollywood trying to make a break, and he ran into this guy named Paul Newman.
The guy on the salad dressings.
Yes.
Yeah.
He created that food company, Newman's Foods, which still functions today as a non-profit organization to deliver delicious foods, and they take that money and they give it back to charities.
Wow.
Newman is also like a rock star.
Yes.
He's one of the coolest actors you could ever come across.
I know about Paul Newman.
Newman passed away a long time ago.
Yes.
But yeah, they did this movie called Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, where Paul Newman plays Butch, and the Sundance was Robert Redford.
Yeah.
And it's weird because you also get to see their Hollywood story of Butch taking Sundance under his wing, and they learn to become pistoleros, right? They're thieves. They're robbers.
Yeah, it is a Western. That's
Yeah.
what most Westerns are about.
If you haven't seen that one, it's a classic. The ending gets me every time.
I bet it's streaming on HBO. HBO has a lot of the classics.
Yep, they got Turner.
Yeah.
Robert Redford did a Western that you got to be in the nose to know this one, called Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh.
Jeremiah Johnson is one of the most intense Westerns you could ever watch because there's such a lack of dialogue.
It is.
And yet you need to understand what it was like to live in that time period. You kind of have to have this encompassing idea of what it was like to be a trapper.
It was... So I've talked before about True Grit being the start of the like gritty, realistic turn of cowboy Western films.
Yeah, this one was way greater.
But Jeremiah Johnson was arguably the real start of that kind of like personifying what was once romanticized as how it really was.
Yeah, I mean, the story is so simple, but again, there's lack of dialogue, so you see things, you just don't understand. Jeremiah comes off a boat, he's in the wilderness, he buys a rifle, gets some moccasins, and then he just travels up into the mountains to go hunting.
Yeah.
He's not good at it, and he runs into this old trapper who teaches him things, right? And you get to see some of those survival techniques that even they use today, like putting coals underneath the ground where you put your sleeping bag.
Oh.
So it keeps the ground warm so you don't freeze to death.
Smart.
He eventually befriends Native Americans and takes in a Native American wife. He builds a log cabin for her. They have a kid. And he lives out in the wilderness. He's out in the mountains. And then he comes across these white guys.
Yeah, what a surprise. The story goes sad in a Western. Never would have seen that one coming.
They need his help to get to a certain location, but they need to get there fast. And he's like, the quickest way is you have to go through a Native American burial ground. But you can't do that because that is not right, and they'll kill you for it. And they're like, no, we're going to do it anyways. So against his wills, they do that. This tribe sees the desecration of their graves and decides it's now war.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you more than that, but it's amazing. I love it. It's still one of my favorite Westerns. You'll never get to that level of just like raw intenseness of like what it's like to be out there.
You and I have very different flavors of favorite Western. Mine's Two Mules for Sister Sarah. And a much goofier one.
Yeah, but see, that's a very romanticized one.
It is. It's cute.
Well, I would say Jeremiah Johnson, on the other hand, is a very, like, gritty.
Yes.
Robert Redford would continue to go on and do other great things. He's in a lot of big action movies.
Yeah. You've seen him. You probably just didn't, like, register.
Yep.
That's him.
Most famously, in our recent time, he was the S.H.I.E.L.D. director in Winter Soldier, so he's the bad guy.
Oh, wow. Neat.
He's the one that has to go against Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, it takes a good actor to be a bad guy.
Yes.
You know, and even though he's not physical in that movie.
Also, I bet it was a fun change of pace for him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's just a fun guy, and we're going to miss him a lot. But it's time to move on. Thank you for everything, Robert. Alan Cummings, known for Nightcrawler.
Yes.
They asked him about Halle Berry.
Oh, what about Halle Berry?
Halle Berry coming back as Storm.
Oh.
And he's like, I don't know, maybe she is. I'm the wrong guy to ask. And I was like, yeah, if you read anything that's going on with him about Doomsday, he's like, I acted by myself.
Yeah, he acted by himself on a green screen with code names for characters because they didn't want spoilers.
Yep.
Alan Cummings, I'm going to say, is known for more than just being Nightcrawler. Very famous gay man actor who does many things.
Okay.
Very funny. I did, because, like, when you see what he ends up doing later in his career and who he becomes, going back to Nightcrawler, it's like, what? That's you? He did a thing recently, I think it was some YouTube thing where they were showing him old clips of him from old movies, and he's like, that's me? I did that? Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Did he put a lot of that being homosexual into the pain of Nightcrawler?
I'm not sure. I don't know if he's talked about it a lot. I don't know if he was out at the time yet. He was very young when he was Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I was thinking about it because there is a deep somber to that character.
Yes, Nightcrawler goes through a lot. All X-Men kind of.
Yeah, but Nightcrawler and Matt Murdock, they go through something different. And you're just like, why did you...
Our devils. My favorite...
I know, they're the religious devils.
So I watched the prequel movie, the bad one, Wolverine Origins, I think, and Azazel's in it. Mm-hmm. And Azazel, similarly, is red, like, instead of blue, like Nightcrawler, but he has the same ability, he teleports. And I remember as a kid, I was so offended. I was like, they just ripped off Nightcrawler's abilities. So boring and lazy. And then later, you were like, no, that's his dad. And I'm like, oh, never mind.
Yeah. I remember when I first saw that, I was like, he looks like Nightcrawler. He does the Nightcrawler stuff, but he's not Nightcrawler. And so I had to look it up, and I was like, of course he's his dad.
Of course his name is Azazel.
Yeah. So I don't know if Halle Berry's gonna come back as Storm. That's been a big rumor. It might be something. I don't know. I just threw that in here.
I would, if I had to bet, I think she would let them use her likeness, like CG her face, but I don't think she'd be showing up. And if she is there, she's not going to say anything. I think she's too big to do movies like this anymore.
No, she's not.
Agree to disagree, I suppose.
Okay. Her career went nowhere. Matt Reeves, the director and writer of The Batman.
Yes.
This is, what's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Yep.
He apologized for taking too long with The Batman Part 2 and the fact that it will be released 5.5 years after the first one.
Like, on one hand, I'm like, no, you take your... Creatives do deserve time to make something that they are proud of. And on the other hand, I'm like, come on! Get it already!
He insists that there are still plans to make a trilogy, but there's also news that Robert Pattinson himself got the script and he's not happy with it.
He's not?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This guy was in Lighthouse. He was in Mickey 17. How do you write a script he doesn't like? He seems pretty open for anything.
Twilight 5?
I
don't know. It's a good question.
He hated doing Twilight, yet he still did them.
Wait, you need to start somewhere, right?
Might be a departure of what Batman's character progression seemed like.
Maybe. Well, we saw in interviews with him, it's Gordon, Batman, Selena Kyle, and Riddler.
Paul Dano, right?
Yeah. But of those four, it was Pattinson and Dano who come forth really quickly, and they're like, no, this is where I think it should go. Yeah. And then they're like bouncing ideas off each other, and they're getting giddy about it.
One of them brings up the Court of Owls, and you see them both like get excited at the idea, and then you see the other two being like, "What? I'm standing here also."
You could tell that these two guys went in and they were like ecstatic that they get to be these characters, right? And they get to live in this world, and they want to develop it. I don't have any official standing from Robert Pattinson, whether he likes the script or not.
Yeah.
Reeves was just going off about it, and I was just like, okay, whatever, bud.
Well, guess we'll find out.
All I know is that James Gunn, DC, said that the biggest thorn in his side is Batman.
Because there's a lot of expectations.
He made it in the context that working with DC is easy. Everything works out right, except for Batman.
I was thinking about it earlier, because I was thinking about, like, character weaknesses, and I was like, yeah, when you got a guy like Superman who can do anything, you need to make a MacGuffin that is his de facto weakness. And, like, the kryptonite. Yeah. And then I thought about Batman, and I'm like, Batman just does whatever. He got his tool belt. He's serious and goofy. He has no weaknesses, but he also is only a man. He goes against a lot of concepts that comic books are known by.
Yes.
And there's been so many live-action Batman. So there's so many expectations from everybody.
That's true. I don't know. Just start with simple stories. Take things away from him.
Yeah. Start simple. And go from there.
Yeah. So the Emmys, we did not watch them.
Nope. I gave up on caring about them.
What was it, 2 years ago? I sat down and tried to watch them for this podcast. It did not work out for me. Nobody cared. Outstanding comedy series. We're just going to talk about the winners. The Studio.
Which I haven't seen anyone. It's on Apple TV,
Yeah.
which makes really standout stuff. So I'm not surprised, but
Yep.
I also no one ever talks about their stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's on Apple TV,
Outstanding drama series, The Pit.
which is on. It's a very new medical drama.
Yes, on HBO Max.
Crazy. You would think it'd be a bit run of the mill.
Yep. Outstanding limited series or anthology, Adolescence.
Makes sense.
Outstanding reality program, competition program, The Traitors.
It was also Alan Cummings hosts that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Outstanding talk series, Late Night with Stephen Colbert.
Well,
And nominated Jimmy Kimmel Live. And our next victim, given time with this presidency, outstanding scripted variety series, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver.
which its only competition was SNL, which they had to make a new category because he just kept winning.
Yeah.
And all the others, Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert, were like, can we win one? I'm sorry, we can't compete with John Oliver.
Right. And then outstanding variety special, Saturday Night Live, 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Best lead actor in comedy series, Seth Rogen for The Studio.
Okay. Is it comedy? I haven't seen anything for it. Is this the same thing as is The Bear a comedy?
Well, The Bear's in here again as a comedy.
Yeah.
Winner of outstanding lead actress for comedy series, Jean Smart from Hacks.
Okay.
Best lead actor in drama, Noah Weil.
Yeah, for The Pit.
Yep. And then best lead actress for drama, Britt Lower for Severance.
Hooray! Amazing that Severance didn't get more, honestly.
Watch Severance get going.
It'll
3,
be...
4, 5, and then in hindsight, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, you needed all this."
It's like when Succession just won every single thing because it was in hindsight you deserved much more rewards.
You carried us all the way here. And then outstanding lead actress in a limited or anthology series or movie, way too specific.
Yeah.
It's not. Crystalline Milotti? I'm gonna say her name wrong.
For which one?
Sophia Falcone.
Oh, the Penguin.
Penguin.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, good for her. Of all of the things in that series, she was the best part. But, I think it didn't deserve to be nominated nearly as much as it ended up being.
No. And honestly, a lot of these, outstanding writing for a drama series, Andor.
Yeah. It's so we think this is a popular choice,
Yeah. Yeah, the Emmys just weren't worth it, and I'm glad I skipped out on them. I feel better about myself. I hope you guys feel better about yourselves, too.
Yes.
Let's move on. Oh, you know what will never be in the Emmys?
Huh.
Wednesday Season 2. Just gonna put that out there.
No.
Okay, rumors of the alleged Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, or Project Obsidian, depending on where you're standing. These are just rumors, but they removed all modern-day Animus gameplay, making it strictly historical.
Which I think, I'm amazed they haven't started doing this before. The Animus stuff is barely in it. And it always is a weird, takes you out of it kind of thing. I get why they did it for the first few, to make you understand what's happening. But after a while, it's you could just put it in. We have Ghosts of Tsushima, Ghosts of Yotai. We don't need an Animus to get into those time periods, right?
Well, yeah, they didn't shoot themselves in the foot with that. With Assassin's Creed, it begins with Desmond, who is a modern-day kid who finds out that he has assassin's blood and he can connect to the Animus, and that's how he's able to get to Altair.
Honestly, after the movie came out, which focused a lot on the modern-day Animus stuff,
Yep.
I'm amazed they didn't axe it right then and there.
Well, interesting enough, I haven't played Shadows, but the one before that, Mirage, there is no Animus stuff.
Oh, isn't there? It's so, it's, when it is there, it's very few and far between.
Well, basically, if there's a cut, right, a time skip, you'll see it, de-digitalize itself and then re-pixelate back into the new,
Yeah.
You don't need to know what happened between 30 and 32.
Yes.
Or is it 20 to 32?
Whatever.
Okay. But I like that idea, especially with 4, because I remember it was first person, because Desmond died at the end of 3.
Oh.
So there was no need to keep doing this modern Assassins thing, which eventually would spin off into Watch Dogs.
Yeah. No, it's like it's not the part anyone comes to Assassin's Creed for.
No.
And I'm for this. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner.
Nice. I am excited if it's true. We also don't even know if this game is real. So
I'm still sitting here waiting for Assassin's Creed Hex, which I don't think will come out till like 2030.
2027.
Close enough. And with how much they're going to push it, because you know they will.
Yeah, it's going to not work. PowerOn is still willing to fight Nintendo in their lawsuit.
Yeah, okay, so this Nintendo lawsuit, so stupid. It's like a patent. Have you seen this? Do you know what it is?
I know that it was about a patent, but I don't know. Nintendo's going to lose this thing.
Yeah, Nintendo tried to patent the gameplay gimmick of summoning things to fight for you. And I'm like, that's so vague. Digimon, Yokai Watch, Cassette Beasts,
Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Monsters. There's a million things that have this gimmick.
If I'm in Resident Evil and I summon my rifle to me, is that the same?
The entirety of the Shin Megami Tensei series
Yes.
with Persona, like, what are you doing, Nintendo? And in order to make it not that ridiculous, the patent basically, like, gets micro-specific, like, with Pokeballs as a mechanic. And it's like, your non-stop fight against PowerOn is just making you look like an ass, Nintendo.
Well, here's the funny thing. PowerOn is like, we're willing to fight them. We're going to win. And early next year, we're going to drop the game. They're going to officially launch the game next year. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait, officially?
Yeah, it's only been like open beta or whatever. Which I bet it will come with like a bunch of redesigns for things so they can get away from the comparisons, which they have at this point. They've introduced like 10 or 20 more pals since their inception.
Yeah.
Each one is so unique, you can't compare them to a Pokemon if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And its entire gameplay mechanic is completely different. I don't see Pikachu with a gun, Nintendo, even though unless I play Smash Brothers and I get the scope. Pika pissed.
Well, good luck, PowerOn. I thought originally you got burnt, but it turns out somebody outmaneuvered Game Freak.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Daddy N. That's probably not a good name.
Maybe not.
Okay. Big Daddy Nintendo was not okay with that.
It's just such old man mentality. Like, you should foster the competition. Look at how Smash Bros. Is going. That only works because you had so much competition with everyone forever.
Yeah, the console wars. They should bring in more. Anyways, Nintendo Direct of this week.
Yeah, it sure did happen.
Well, you watched it. I did not.
I skipped through. Okay, so I watched it on my own because I knew a lot of it was going to be crap I didn't care about, so I could skip past them.
Nice.
The new Mario movie, Galaxy, it's going to happen. Bring back more. I can't wait for even more Peaches-esque songs because it got popular the first time.
Well, we have an entire list to go through here.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 Galactic Adventures are soaring in, right? Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 will be re-released for the Switch 2.
Which I could have swore they were already available on the Switch.
They're going to bring in Mario Tennis Fever.
Which has a weird story mode where they turn into babies and have to relearn how to play tennis.
Nice.
I don't care about Mario Tennis, I'm sorry.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Switch 2 edition. So they're just porting all their old shit over because they haven't really worked on anything.
Yes. The first new thing is, well, I guess the tennis one is new, I think. Yoshi's new game.
Yeah, this one I'm interested in. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I love Yoshi's story. Have we? Yeah, we talked about this last week.
I think so.
Yeah.
It looks cute. It looks different. It looks really different, and that's what I'm excited by.
Yep. And then to get more super excited, the Virtual Boy's coming back.
I can't believe they're doing this. What a terrible decision. The reason it didn't work was because it hurt people's eyes. Why would you bring it back in its entirety? And you need to buy a stupid, worthless, accessory to be the Virtual Boy. You're not going to use that for anything else.
So it's been some time since I read up on the Virtual Boy, but if you do not know what it is, and I'm just gonna go vague here, if you have a real way of describing it, put it in the comments below for us. Mm-hmm. But it's basically a home console, but they built it to be VR for whatever VR would mean in the 80s.
Yeah, it was like to play with 3D as best you could.
But really what they were playing with was like Mr. Game & Watch, but they had another background to it.
Yeah.
Which eventually you'd see the 3DS come in and play with that same concept, this time with color.
Yeah, the biggest thing was it's all black with burning red.
Yeah.
And it would hurt people's eyes because of that. And I'm like, if it was a different color scheme, I think maybe this would work better. But it doesn't look like that's what they've done.
Also, with the original, you had to put your face up to it. It's like one of those binocular things that are stuck on the side of a pier and you got to put a quarter in it.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of those, but it basically just sits on a tripod in your living room, and then you got to sit up against it. Unlike today's VR, where you just strap it to your head and you can move your head.
Which
and roll
I think they should have just done that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to sit at a desk of a certain height to reach my dumb eyeballs with their stupid Virtual Boy thing. Mm-hmm. Because especially finding a desk of the right height is going to be a pain. You're going to be hunched over. It's going to suck.
Hold on. You're not playing this thing.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I don't know
so
anyone who will. Other than people who get paid to review every single stupid new Nintendo add-on and whatever.
Why you gotta be mean?
Because I think this is a bad choice.
Okay, well, Nintendo, I love your gimmicks. Keep doing it. And I think it's really cool that you brought back the Virtual Boy. I don't think it's going to work out well, but I can't wait to actually try it because it's such an archaic piece of history with video games. They're long gone. So this is our one and only time to ever experience this as gamers.
I guess. I would rather they bring other beloved games to their already existing classics collection.
What do you mean? You got Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 coming on their way.
No, I mean like put Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on the Game Boy one. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, okay. And then the thing to really get excited about. Mm-hmm. Pokopia.
Yes.
Pokemon Pokopia.
The one where you're a Ditto.
A Ditto has decided to look like a human and interact with Pokemon, and then you get to live on this island with the Pokemon, and you learn their moves so that you can basically terraform, garden.
It's like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley.
But
or
you
whatever.
got Pokemon, yes. So it's already 100% better.
It does look cute. I want to see what actual gameplay looks like because we saw concept footage and whatnot.
Yeah.
I want to see how actually smooth the gameplay is because that's something with Animal Crossing is terraforming is annoying because it's very finicky because they give you so many options.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I like this one a lot. I like that I get to talk to the Pokemon.
I tried to get into Stardew Valley. It was not my thing. I've watched you play Animal Crossing, and I'm like, that's probably the dumbest way to do this.
I love Animal Crossing, but I want to play Animal Crossing that's not Animal Crossing, you know?
Yeah. If it could be, The Hunted, and we just have Isabella running around, and I got a rifle.
I thought of one, it was
It's only Isabella, though.
It was like a Fallout version of Animal Crossing, where you live in like a shelter, and then you invite people to join your shelter, and that's getting the villagers for your town, but you still have to go up out of the shelter, Fallout style, and go running around and finding things to trade or craft, and maybe you fight some people and stuff, and that doesn't exist, but I wish it did. I like it when my cute survival things have a flavor of horror in there.
Nice. New Mega Evolutions, you guessed it.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to get one a week every Wednesday, Tuesday, until we get to the game's release.
Yeah, we got all the Kalos starters.
Yes.
And Raichu with its 2 different megas.
So
all 5 of them are locked behind DLC though.
Wait, I thought Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja are not.
You need the online subscription, and you need to do the what is it called? The ranked tourney for it or whatever.
Okay.
Remember, when you played Apex Legends, there was the seasons or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
It's like that, but you only get one every month. You have to wait a couple months because it starts with Greninja, and then the next month is Delphox, and then after that is Chestnut or whatever.
All you need is that Mega Sphere, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, but you have to, like, I think announcing DLC for your game that isn't even out yet, that's also going to be $79. Kind of a low blow.
Okay, well, I was going to talk about character designs, but since you want to talk about the monster in the closet, it's clear. Why did you announce DLC for a game that you're now telling me is incomplete? And you're going to charge me $80 for that?
Yeah.
You are out of your fucking mind. Hey, would you like to buy a ticket to this movie? Don't worry, I cut out about an hour's worth, and you can come back in a month. And you can pay me the same amount, and I'll let you get that hour.
Mm-hmm. Nintendo's getting more and more scummy with those kinds of things.
They are. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y, which I'm so glad you brought that back.
Which also,
Why?
They both look bad. I don't like either of them.
They do. They look terrible. I always wanted a Mega Pikachu, and it should have been fairy type, but I mean...
Or just Goruchu.
When we were talking about Megas... When did X and Y come out?
A long time ago. I was still in high school, I think.
Silent Hill just had a new entry, and what was the other thing we were referencing?
Yeah.
This was in the 2010s. This is a different era. A different decade, right? It is an era. I could tell you that by now. Mm-hmm. Things have changed a lot. I am not the guy who lives at home with his parents anymore.
No.
And that's when I was playing X and Y.
Yeah.
And now... we should be happy that we get a chance to revisit Kalos, but at the same time, why are you telling me you didn't finish the game, and if you want all these things, you gotta go, like, spend more money?
And they've still barely shown us anything. Like, yeah, they're announcing new megas, but, like, they keep showing off the same 5 characters.
Yep.
And the map all looks the same, or they're not showing us a lot of the map. And I'll be honest, if I have to pick between this and the new Digimon game that just came out, Time Stories or something?
Yep.
Time Strangers? I'd rather pick that one. Because I've seen so little of it, but one, it's cheaper, it's a full game,
Yeah.
and it has better looking animation.
Yep.
And you can walk around with all your Digimons. Which Pokemon still can't figure out how to do that.
No, they haven't. The thing I'm looking forward to right now is Silent Hill, right? Clearly and obviously. But this next one is Resident Evil Requiem.
Yes.
Requiem 7 and 8?
What?
Or was it remake of 3?
Yeah, 7 and 8. Resident Evil 7 and 8 are coming to the Switch too.
And then Requiem will also be on the Switch too.
It looks terrible on the Switch too.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to put these on the Switch, especially since Konami built them to work on PlayStations and PCs.
It's like when you look up gameplay footage of... I was looking up Shin Megami Tensei the 5, I think, the most recent one.
Yeah.
Because I was deciding on if I wanted it, and it was a video comparing the gameplay from, like, PlayStation to Switch. And you look at the Switch one, and you're like, that doesn't look too bad. And then you see them side by side, and you're like, oh, it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, don't play Resident Evil on the Switch. I've learned that. I played 6 on the Switch. I played it originally on the PS3 back in 2012. Mm-hmm. But when I played it on the Switch, I was like, a lot of details and shit is missing.
The hair just doesn't look right.
Yeah. It's not the same game. It's just the base thing. I also got Assassin's Creed 3. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't a good purchase either. Mm-hmm. So
the Switch just doesn't... The Switch struggles to load Animal Crossing sometimes.
I was playing Pokemon
Scarlet?
Violet. I don't have Scarlet.
That's I mean, gross. We both have both of them.
No, you have yours, I have mine. Uh-huh. Okay. But yeah, even playing that, I was just like, this isn't loading properly.
No.
It's so empty.
And Nintendo used to be so good at that.
Yep.
And they just... It's a shame. They need better management. I'm sorry. I appreciate all the old fellows who's brought my world to life with their fun creations and great gameplays that I am so nostalgic for, but they are old, and they have an old mindset of what gaming should be, and you can tell with how they're moving things forward in this day and age.
Yeah. Well, no one's buying a Switch 2, and everyone I've talked to who loves playing Nintendo, who doesn't have a Switch 2? They're like, I'm not spending $500 for an upgraded piece of junk.
Mm-hmm. And especially for games that aren't even exclusive.
I'm watching them in the store. We keep getting more stock of them, and it's building up because people aren't buying these things.
No.
This is...
You just talked about how you had to buy a scalped version of the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but that was during the Pandy Wandy.
Now you would think.
I wouldn't even bother. I'd be like, can I get a used one? I'll still pay full price for a PS5, by the way. A PS5, that or a PC, whatever you need to play your games, a Steam Deck, right? It's so worth it because it's going to function.
I have 3 games on my Steam Deck, soon to be 4 if I get Digimon, and every single one has been worth it, no matter what it looks like. Baldur's Gate, like, you can hear it. It gets real warm when it loads Baldur's Gate, but it's better than my PC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that alone is worth it.
Yep. So Nintendo had a bunch of other weird things in here.
All their mini things like Tomodachi Life update, new amiibos, which are going to be like $70.
Nice.
Because you could
either get a game or a piece of plastic.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Which is still the same thing. It just depends where you want to put it in you.
You want to train your You want to train your amiibo to race against you? No. Oh well, that's the only thing we've shown you about this game.
Dragon Quest VII is getting reimagined. I can't imagine that is exclusive to the Nintendo.
It's probably going to be on the PlayStation.
And then Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly is getting a ground-up remake, which I'm excited. I never got to play
Yep. Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame, thank you.
It looks cool.
It does. Like, on paper, it makes sense. I would like it.
Mm-hmm. I like the gimmick that you don't defend yourself.
Yeah,
you just play paparazzi.
See, that's the part that gets me, because I'm like, I don't know, I'm just more of a gun in hand kind of guy. You know?
What? The guy that immediately killed all the monsters in Silent Hill and
got a bad ending?
The violent ending? Who would have guessed?
I put her right between her eyes.
He didn't even hesitate.
No,
there wasn't a single moment.
Fucking murder.
Oh, that used to be my wife. Anyways.
So yeah, the Super Mario Galaxy movie coming out April of next year. It's sooner than you think, and you know what that means? Chris Pratt is back.
Yeah, yippee. Can't wait for that guy to come here again.
I hate how much Chris Pratt has been brought up on this podcast. I was thinking about it, I was just like, it's got to stop, right?
I mean, he keeps doing stupid things.
I was like, I got Glenn Powell to replace you, and it's not working.
Yeah. For being Mario's 40th anniversary, this was very disappointing for Mario news.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't agree with it?
The only new thing is Mario Tennis, which who cares, and the new Yoshi game. Other than that, it's just a bunch of like ports with some slightly new things.
They made a new console, though they felt no need to make a new console, yet they still made the console, and they're going to charge you $500 for this console, but you don't need the console.
There are no games.
There is. You could just move on. Oh, I hate Nintendo. So, I love them, but I hate them, you know? Mm-hmm. I think we all feel this like deep sadness of, you guys are really screwing up.
You used to be better.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed, though. So
last week, I totally forgot, even though I brought it up, the questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 weeks ago's old question, which we're now going to address, is, does anyone want to see a live-action Call of Duty movie?
Most people said no.
I said, okay, so there's yes, I could be funny. Thanks for the spell check there. Or I'll just rewatch Band of Brothers. So that comment there, Band of Brothers is the spiritual sequel to Saving Private Ryan.
Yes.
And the two producers of Band of Brothers is Tom Hanks, who stars in Saving Private Ryan.
Yep.
And Steven Spielberg, who directed.
Yeah.
Right? Well, this movie of Call of Duty made its way to Spielberg's desk, in which he reached out to Activision Blizzard and he said, I would love to direct that. The only thing is, I need complete control. That freaked out our freaks over there at Activision Blizzard, and they realized they don't want him around this thing, so they withdrew from that. A lot of you can say that's a good idea.
I understand in this day and age where, like the Until Dawn movie that just came out, or any Resident Evil film, where it's like, yeah, we reference one thing maybe, but it's not going to be the story you want. But also, arguably, what story is there to Call of Duty?
Got to put Piers in it, right?
I guess. He's the only one I know.
Yeah, so 29 to 71%. I'll just rewatch Band of Brothers. I don't blame you guys. Let's see where they go. They turned down an A-lister, so that's obviously a good sign. But
they're like, that's too expensive for us. We're looking at Blumhouse.
No, leave Blum out of it. That's just my opinion there. But there has been no news on it recently. And then, last week's question, should Kojima revive PT? Or is it time to move on? Okay.
Most people, a closer split from 67 to 33%.
Yep.
But still, most people said, why not? Everybody loved it, which I get it.
And I'm the one who said, step aside. Silent Hill F is here.
Yeah, it's like it's fair.
I'm excited for F. I know that the Kojima stuff it's hard to not talk to a gamer, a true passionate gamer, and not get into the Kojima Konami thing.
It was so big, and especially because PT was massive. And then he left right after because of how they were handling it.
They couldn't handle Konami could not handle that. They clearly did not know. No. They were walking on gold, and they didn't understand that you're supposed to walk on it and not pick it up and try and sell it.
Yeah. Well, he continually had the wackiest, weirdest, craziest ideas that you could never see anyone else coming up with.
Yep.
And they constantly tried to, scrub away his ideas.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the reason you think, Metal Gear is popular because of the gameplay? No, it's the wackadoo characters.
And they did the best thing ever. They pushed him away right into Sony's arms.
Yep. And now we have Death Stranding.
And Death Stranding 2, it's on a beach.
Death Stranding, I think I'm a delivery guy.
Has anyone figured out what this is? Death Stranding. Okay, box office news.
Box office trolls.
Oh, my bad. Box office trolls.
Excuse me for saying it the correct way.
I know. So, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is number 1,
Hooray!
coming in at $70 million.
I'm hearing glowing praise for it.
That's crazy because my boss went to go see it late night. He said he saw it, what did he say, 8:30. He's got a 1-year-old kid. He took his girl with him. And it was her birthday. She wanted to see it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, my biggest mistake was going that late and finding out it's a 2.5-hour movie, picking up my son at midnight and going to bed at 12:30 just to be back at work at 5.
Yeah.
And then I was like, was it good? And he's like, it's only 1/3 of the story.
See, that's where my biggest hang-up is, because that's going to piss me off, because I don't want to wait. I want the story.
His other hang-up with it was... all those demons, those upper-ranked demons, they don't have backstories. Well, you're going to get them.
Which makes sense, do it in the beginning so you get it, out of the way. But, yeah, it's exactly what I expected it would be.
Do you remember Season 3, The Entertainment District?
Yes.
We're about to kill the bad guy, and he's like, let's have a backstory.
Let me tell you my trip. They do that every time, where the demon, after murdering everybody and being horrible, they're like, but actually, my life was sad. And I'm like... Tough toenails, bitch. Die already. Yeah. You murdered everybody.
How can you be crying when I chopped your head off because you tried to murder me and my friends? And then, it wasn't my fault. Life made me like this.
It's like, oh, that sucks. Anyway.
Yeah. And the morning sun rises. Number 2, The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. The Demon Slayers do better than the Demon Liars.
Wow.
Number 3, Downton Abbey, the grand finale. They promise this is the end. I don't.
Was this a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, it won't be the end. This made so much money. They're going to try to do a spin-off. The spin-off will fail, and then it'll be the end.
Uptown Dabby.
Yeah.
4, The Long Walk.
Okay.
5, Toy Story.
Oh.
I don't know what to say. It's the
It's
2025 re-release.
just a re-release, just
Yep.
just for funs, not even an anniversary or anything.
Number 6, Weapons.
All right, I hope Weapons gets old and gets to streaming because I want to watch it. Do it now.
There's been nothing but praise for it.
I know. No one's talking about it either because it's like, it's good. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yep.
That's all I see.
That's all they say. And you're like, oh, okay.
And I'm like, I want it.
I did hear, though, that after you've seen it, you don't want to watch it again.
Well, that happens a lot with horror, I feel like. Because
But
every
apparently
time
it's that good of a twist.
Guess we'll find out.
Number 7, Hamilton.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Plummeted. It was like number 1 or 3 last week.
I don't know why you watch something that you've had ample amount of time to
Yeah,
spend
just listen to the soundtrack. That's all you care about anyway.
Just watch it just torrent it.
No, don't do that.
Do it. Don't waste your shot.
See, you know the lyrics.
I don't really know it that much. It's just my sister. She was in high school when that came out, and she just kept... I'd walk by a room.
It's just nonstop.
And it's not music.
I spent like one night around her visiting for holidays, and I got sick of Hamilton by like hour 3.
Yeah. I get sick of her really quickly.
And I think Hamilton's fine. Not amazing. It's fine.
I'm more of a fan of Lafayette, just because he finally shut him up. Number 8, Freakier Friday.
Yeah, okay.
Number 9, Spinal Tap 2. The End Continues.
Oh, I totally forgot they were going to do that. Crazy. Who's doing Spinal Tap 2? Who wants that?
They got the original guys to come back, and it is an actual name director. He's just an older guy.
Yeah.
But they really went out to make Spinal Tap 2.
Man, week number 1 and you're only sitting at number 9.
Well, it's such an older movie.
It's like, who knows about Spinal Tap?
Also, Spinal Tap is the name of a fictitious hair metal band.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hair metal doesn't exist anymore, guys.
It lived and died exclusively on MTV.
Yes, that was it. It was right there. God, it was...
I'm nostalgic because I watched a lot of MTV. And I knew MTV was way before my time, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love that subtitle.
What's the subtitle?
The End Continues.
Cute. The very Bill and Ted flavored.
Number 10, The Sound of Music's 60th anniversary.
Oh, wow. I was just talking about it earlier today. Because we watched Anastasia last night, because I haven't seen it before.
Yep.
And it was great, but my issue with Anastasia is my same issue with Sound of Music, where I get distracted that their accents are not regional specific.
Yep.
Like, hey, it's me, Russian man, Dmitri, here to save yous, Princess Anya. And it's like, you're not Russian. That's New Yorker. Why do you sound like that? And Sound of Music the entire time, it's like, it's me. We're living in the middle of Austria, right next to Germany. Can't you tell? I'm speaking German right now. And I'm like, you're British. Or American. I was so confused as a kid.
I get it. Sometimes you just gotta let that go.
Sometimes,
You might have a better time in life. I'm just pointing that out for you.
Like, it doesn't bother me, but it isn't noticeable.
The fact that it bothers you, because it's noticeable, the way you're saying that, like...
The thing was, half the characters were Russian, with Russian accents.
Yo, bro, aren't these musicals?
That doesn't change anything.
Okay.
They could sing not in Russian accents. Jim Cummings singing as Rasputin.
Jeremiah Johnson.
We're going back to that.
Hold on. And Saving Private Ryan. Mm-hmm. Right? There's some historical stuff going on in there, right? They make sure to take care of those things. When the Native Americans or Germans show up in either story, right? They are represented correctly.
Yeah.
You are talking about a musical.
So?
Just have fun. You mean Elphaba isn't actually green?
Are you talking about a fantasy world? I'm talking about a historical...
Oh, fuck off.
Especially the Sound of Music, which is very historically... No. The historical element of it is important for the story.
It's not a real story.
Neither is Saving Private Ryan.
No,
Shut up.
It's not. Shit.
I think this is an important thing to note on.
Fine. There we go. We learned that Critter hates accents or the lack of accents.
I appreciate consistency. That's what I want. Either everyone's Russian or no one's Russian. In the story set in Russia.
Nice. Okay. Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service. This was Kitchen Nightmares 6.0, I think.
Oh, I totally forgot we watched. It was terrible.
Yeah, so there was 14 episodes. There should have only been 10. And there were great times, great episodes where he comes in every now and then, where he really means and genuinely with the production company that he has, right, to help and save this family, this restaurant, this business. He cares. With that last episode, that was just a gimme. They tried so hard. They put like the most over the top music. The music was louder than their dialogue at times. It was worse than Resident Evil.
And it was so heavy handed, it just took me more out of it than if it just didn't have any of the background music.
Now, I'm not going to say that Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service is better than Kitchen Nightmares, but if he kept doing the Secret Service, I would be fine with it. The thing is, figure out your ebbs and flows, because 14 weeks to find out, like, you need a conclusion, right?
Yes.
Everybody likes a good wrap-up, feel-good moment, but just because you saved the restaurant because they were asking you to, doesn't...
Also, a lot of his solutions feel not... Like, there was one restaurant a couple weeks ago where they were blatantly ignoring the fact that they had rotting food in the fridge. So many of them have rotting food with roaches and or mice, and that never gets addressed. It's never like, let's clean the place. It's never like, let's keep a schedule of when things are going to go bad. Let's properly label things. It's always like, I painted your wall, and you need to get over your dead father's trauma.
Yeah.
And here's a new table or whatever.
Well, in this series, he likes to take people outside.
Yeah, go do a bouncy castle for a while.
Basically, he's like, let's go play in the park for like a minute, and then you're a good boy, go back to work. If you need slop to watch and get through your day, I highly recommend this show.
It's at the point of the Gordon Ramsay slop, I like it less than Next Level Chef. And I don't like Next Level Chef very much.
Yeah, Next Level Chef in Hell's Kitchen. I'm just like, I need to wait for the whole season to come out before I start engaging.
Yeah, I don't
because I'll lose interest really quick.
I'll be honest, I'd rather watch Secret Service than Hell's Kitchen. I hate Hell's Kitchen. It's so stupid. It was one season recently, like 5 years ago, where their like gimmick, their little like thing they had to do, their assignment was ride around on like a bicycle while balancing a salad in one hand and not spill anything. And I'm like, how does this teach you how to be a good server in a restaurant? How does this teach you how to be a good chef? It's just asinine. Yeah. I can't stand Hell's Kitchen. It's so goofy for how serious it tries to be.
Hell's Kitchen... Okay, so Kitchen Nightmares is the original,
yes,
right? But this is going back to the UK. When he comes to America, Gordon, right, he creates Hell's Kitchen. Did I say that right? I think I said...
Kitchen Nightmares?
Kitchen Nightmares UK is the original. There's also other spin-offs of it. When he makes it to America, he does Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
Hell's Kitchen takes off. It's on Fox, and so all the boomers could sit there and watch it.
Yep. And for some reason...
it knows its market.
Everyone always looks so sweaty in the, like, interview section.
Well, there's also such a nasty red hue that they color corrected everything to it because it's hell.
Yeah,
and you're like, you can calm down on that. You know, like, just accents of red. You don't have to turn everything red. You know, you don't whatever. Anyways, yeah, the Hell's Kitchen is designed to be an American gimmick show.
Yeah, that's why it has all the stinger sound effects and the twists and turns.
Yep. I mean, it's probably the one you would have to study in order to understand about what are these called?
Pop-up kitchens?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck? I don't know. You're giving me nothing to work with.
No, these type of reality shows. Okay, I'm moving on.
Yeah,
Pokemon Concierge. I did not care for it. They were just little tiny episodes, except for Grandpa. Grandpa was a piece of shit.
With his Walrein.
He decides to leave it behind, even though he is a Pokemon lover. And they forgive him, and then the rest of the season, he's like giving the kids advice. And I'm like, hold on. You tried to recklessly abandon that fucking Pokemon
Well,
here.
he thought it would be happier there. But yeah, it was a bad choice.
No. Dude, as a Pokemon master, I do not forgive.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was a plot point and we kept the character around. Other than that, it's still Pokemon Concierge. You're going to love it. It's cute.
It's not as charming as season 1. Because
No.
season 1 was very much she had to learn to love concierging. This one was like she's already in it. And so, we got our antics with our Pokemon. But it was much less, like, gripping, I would say.
Mm-hmm. And then Peacemaker. We caught up with Peacemaker. Best alternate dimension?
Best alternate dimension? Yeah.
Yes, that was an episode and a half. That was too much fun. Getting to see Peacemaker back into action, doing his thing, gunning down bad guys for the good cause.
Maybe I'm like, we were talking about it with each other, but like, where's the others in this alternate dimension? Where's Vigilante and Ads and Economists and all of them?
Yeah, if you love Peacemaker's team, you're not gonna like this season so far because it's been pretty dry. Even Peacemaker himself hasn't gotten too much work done.
Yeah.
He did one thing.
It is like we're how many episodes in and we're still just like plodding forward slowly. You can tell, like James Gunn said that he struggled to write the script, but he pushed through it because he wanted to keep his promise to John Cena. And you can kind of tell that there's like pacing issues here in the beginning. There are some gems. Vigilante has been funny.
Yeah.
Economist has been funny. Tim Meadows is stealing the show.
Somehow. Tim Meadows and his Argus team, with the exception of Rick Flag Sr.
Yeah.
Who is Dry Bones.
Dry Bones? Crossbones.
Yes, my bad. Is great. We do run into Rick Flag. I would just call him Flick. God, what a loser.
He was a dork goober.
Our version of him was really cool and intense, and he leads the Suicide Squad. While this guy, he hides behind pillars because his girlfriend's gossiping with Peacemaker.
And knocks over trash cans.
Yep. Blames other associates for that.
It is good. It's interesting. It's just really slow so far.
Yeah. I like it. It's just we need more time. And honestly, when are we going to let my boy put his mask on and we just get rid of the bad guys?
I know.
I'm only here for Vigilante. I lied to you the entire time. But I love spiders.
I love the running gag that he doesn't know any trivia about the things he claims he's a master at.
Adrian is such a funny character, and the way he plays him, he's just a happy-go-lucky guy.
Like, where's my pants? Oh, I took them off and washed and folded them for you on the kitchen table. Why would you fucking do that? What's wrong with you?
He's just sitting on the bathroom countertop smiling. And you're just like, okay. I mean, that's the character. Oh, we haven't finished up Alien. I haven't even made any progress.
No.
The truth is here with Alien. I love it. I love what I saw, but I also know I'm going deep into this thing. And I was like, why don't I just save it all up for one day?
It's similar to like Lord of Mysteries, where it's like, it's going to be one where I want to really pay attention. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be heavy and emotional and a lot.
Yep.
And that those days don't come frequently when you work full time.
No. So, this is the end of Coffee Break. What do you have going on with you?
I just released an Uma Musume abridged thing.
Yep.
Just a fun little video to make myself laugh more than anything. You're in it.
Am I?
Yeah, you did some voice acting for it.
I am in it. I don't know if I like myself in it, but I am in there.
I thought you were funny. I appreciated you. And I'm working on another thing. It'll be out soon, but also the day you're probably listening to this, Knights of Guinevere, the new Glitch Productions thing comes out. Maybe I'll talk about it. We'll see. If I don't talk about it, just assume I didn't like it. But it looks promising.
Well, guys, I reached an impasse. I'm very proud and happy of that Resident Evil review. There are things missing from it, but I was also like, that's not a review. That would just be me talking about, like, production issues or what the intentions were. In hindsight, what I probably should have wrote in there was that it was called Resident Evil Ground Zero, and it was supposed to be a prequel to the games, but then because of 9/11, they couldn't use Ground Zero because they felt like that was a little offensive. Makes sense.
Fair.
Since that's what it's called.
But we couldn't.
It's still called that.
We couldn't just rename the movie.
And then it's now its own continuity, meaning that it's not attached to the games. It just shares the franchise name and characters. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little harsh in that one, but I'm also not as harsh as I could have been.
I would have been much harsher. I didn't like anything about it.
I did enjoy watching it. And I was like, this is kind of fun. It's fun to go back and watch a movie, especially that one, 2002. I mean, that is a long time ago.
I was like 6 years old or something.
I would have been in 5th grade.
Yeah. Woof.
Yeah. So that was fun to go back and rewatch and be like, oh, this is what my favorite franchise used to think of itself. Because that is not what Resident Evil is today.
No.
I had this crazy... Again, it's not part of the review. So I was just like, I don't know where to put this. Anyways, the next 2 film reviews I want to do. I don't know if it's this Tuesday or next Tuesday where I put either of these. But Superman.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about Superman.
It's a good one.
Let's talk about a good superhero movie. And I'm overdue. It's time to talk about Saw again.
We're barreling towards October.
We're getting close to Halloween. So either it's Superman or Saw, but whatever it is this week, the other one's the next week. Okay?
Also, you're on Saw 4 now?
Yes, Saw 4, so it gets even worse.
It's a good one.
Crazy.
It's a good one. I like Saw 4.
I'm supposed to be working on another cryptid video. I haven't had the time. So just expect Saturday to be a PowerOn while I'm trying to figure out something. I also have another project I just threw in the middle of my cylinder before I shot my round. It was earlier today, and I realized I want to work on something a bit more live action.
All right.
It'll be simple. I just want to dip my toes in the water.
Yeah, always doing something new, playing around.
Yeah, I just kind of want to just push the envelope. You know? So it was a short and simple coffee break. I hope everyone's having a good week.
It is still hot.
Yeah.
But it is gonna get chillier. It's happening.
You can feel it. It's around every corner. In the mornings when I take Barry out, you can feel in the shadows a slight breeze, a chill.
Yes.
It's that winter.
Yes.
I like it. I like it. I embrace it. Okay, guys. Be safe. Be happy. Don't be sorry. Bye.
Bye-bye.